Hi. So, we finally broke the news to our kids, and they are all up to date with our plans. So, I figured because Oorsee has quite a significant following, we might as well put an update out there. And for those of you that watches the channel and wondering what's going on, there's not as much new videos dropping. Don't worry, there is some interviews incoming, but I've been offered a really good opportunity in Western Australia. So we're in the motion, busy packing up everything, and in the next 6 weeks, I will be taking my family to a suburb just outside of Perth. What's it like, southeast of Perth, about 40 minutes, yes, we will we will start this new adventure. It's big for us. It's big. Look, we've moved from South Africa to the UK. And then we've packed up in the UK 3 years later, and we moved here, and it's been 7 years now, and we have decided to give WA a chance. Melbourne was amazing. Melbourne was great. Melbourne is cold. It's weather. I mean, the cold doesn't bother me anyway. So I must say that it's one thing about Melbourne I'll probably miss is cozying up against the fireplace every winter. But yeah, it's time for something new. This will be good for my family. This will be good for all of us. And in order to heal, because the kids, they're no longer toddlers and babies like they were when we moved over here. Well, my son's pretty much a teenager almost, and Isabella is grade 2, and she's quite switched on. So we had to sit down and have individual conversations with each one of them, as the individuals they are. And they took it as you would think a child that's really secure, really happy at school would take it. They were sad, they were upset, but they're going to push through this, and they're doing okay already. And especially my son, he bounced back pretty quick, and he might just soon start getting excited like we are. In order to heal, we decided not to fly to Perth. We're going to be driving. So that brings me to this video. I am rigging the donkey. It's what I call my car because, yeah, I really like my car. Anyway, so we've already rigged it with the rooftop tent, and then a 270-degree awning with sidewalls. So how it's going to work is my wife and the 2 girls are going to be sleeping up in the tent. We've got an annex for the tent, but it's really thin, but it's really good for storage. So that's where our luggage will be, if like just a few bags and whatever. As for the 270-degree awning, when that's set up, me and my son will sleep in the swag, which is a pretty thick canvas tent for those of you suffers that don't know what a swag is. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the setup. We want to stay nice and mobile. I mean, we've had everything. We've had caravans and pop tops and dual fold trailers and everything, and all of those things are great. But I really want to be free for this trip. I just want to be able to set up quickly and go the next morning. So in order to accommodate things like cooking and those sorts of things, I went to go spend some money. Not much, because yeah, if you shop around, you do get good deals. So I sold a lot of my old gear and budgeted a bit, and I decided on a King's fairly modest fridge, nothing too big, 75 litre, which I'm going to be mounting on top of this XDM tray, which is not quite the measurements. King's didn't have the tray in stock, and it was just a tray. This is actually a storage unit and a tray. Width wise, it'll cover it. Length, it probably will dangle a little bit over on the end, which is fine. So I'm going to be mounting that to the bucky. I've got my battery system already there, but it's sort of hanging loose. So in order to house it, I've got the housing unit for the battery, and then in order to store things like the tools and everything, I'll pick this up on Facebook Marketplace for quite a good price. And I was so worried that it won't fit in between the wheel arches, because it needs to fit over in the back area there. But yeah, it looks like it's going to fit beautifully, because this is exactly 100 centimeters across, and that's 116. So I've got 8 centimeters on each side to spare, but I'm going to be bolting that in as well. the tub liner has taken pretty much a beating already before I bought it. So I don't, and those are fairly easy to purchase online if I ever want to replace it with a new one. So for now, I don't mind just like giving it a good butchering and to get everything in there securely and hopefully do a good job in the process. I'll be taking out the rubber mat, of course. So yes, that's where I'm at. I need to start mounting all of these things. And in the meanwhile, for those of you that are interested, I've done all the work myself. So I bought this also on Facebook Marketplace, which is a 23-0 tub rack. It was brand new though. The guy bought it and never used it, so it was still in a box wrapped in plastic when I bought it. And I absolutely love this. The only thing about it obviously is because it's open. So I'm still hunting online for a few more of these bars so I can just put some extra mounting space to it. To get other things mounted to it as well. Flat rack, probably the most difficult thing I've ever installed, because in order to install that you need to basically take out the ceiling parts of it and all these clips and everything needs to come out, and then you need to drill holes through your roof. You need to make sure it's rust proof when you're done, and then you need to mount it. And I think I don't want to blow my own whistle there, but I think I did a pretty good job. Right, and then I don't like solar panels on roofs. I just don't. I think I've mentioned this in the previous video, but I saw other guys doing it and I couldn't really figure out where else put it, so I've mounted it there. Obviously when you pack stuff on top of it, which I'm probably going to have to, I've already got like my camping chairs and stuff on both ends of it, which will be tied down on there. But then it won't be getting much sun. But don't worry, I've already thought about that. So I'm getting a DC to DC charger with isolator, which I'm going to install myself, hooking it up to the battery, and then from the battery I'll do the wiring through the undersashi up into the tub rack, and then get that wired to the battery. I still need to work out where exactly the battery is going to be housed, possibly this side, because I've got the wiring for the solar panel running through that top end frame there and coming down into this space, and it dropped out again, but it's underneath that rack there. But obviously that's not working as I expected, so that's all going to come out, and I'm going to be doing a bit of a better job at that. And that's pretty much it for now. The main thing is here to save space, because if I can save space I can get more things on it. The work, the company that's recruiting me in WA is offering obviously some relocation for those South Africans that's interested in coming to Western Australia or anywhere in Australia really. It'll be helpful if you find a job that can offer you some relocation. So that's covering things like shipping our boxes and a few other belongings, as well as flying our cats. Can you believe it? Because we've got 2 cats. And there's no way we're going to leave them behind, because the kids, they absolutely love them, and the cats are part of the family. So they're going to be flying, as you do with cats, royalty, while we're going to have to be driving through the dirt to the other side of Australia. Well, just blown away by the support and the service that we get here. It's amazing. It's amazing. There's not a day that goes by that I'm not grateful for being here, being in Australia, and you put in the hard work, you show respect, you show that you're grateful, and they keep on supporting you, they keep on giving, they keep on helping wherever they can, and I mean that's how things should work. That's how things should work. And I know there's companies in South Africa, when they do recruit, they help people to settle in the new areas and so on. I mean, my father, when he moved from Namaqualand back to Cape Town for work, they paid his relocation back then. I remember that actually. But yeah, it's scarce nowadays. So yeah, I'm quite happy. Things has worked out as it is, because it's all of this cost a lot of money, and personally I can't afford to move my family interstate. I don't know how on earth I've done it twice internationally, Yeah, if you get a company that supports you in that move, you know you need to take care of them because they're taking care of you. Anyways, that's it for now. Excuse my rambling. I'm quite excited about this project for Saturday. It looks like the rain is going to stop for a bit, so I'm going to get this done. And yeah, I'll share some videos of it when it's finished. If you don't see any videos of it afterwards, then you know it's been a disaster. I know. Sorry, I'm laughing at my own face. I know you guys want to see what it looks like, so I'm going to show you. It doesn't look like much, but it all came together quite well. So this is our pantry, and on top of this section here is where the fridge is going to go. The fridge is unboxed, and I've checked it all fits beautifully, so I'm quite excited about all of that. And between the fridge and the pantry, we save a lot of space because our pantry was normally just like this massive black crate. And then we also had a huge fridge on top of that, so we're saving, obviously it's still taking up some space, but we're saving lots of space on the pantry, because everything that's dry needs to fit in here. A few little odd items in here, but that's going to be stored elsewhere as soon as we hit the road. Then I've bolted the toolbox straight into the bottom there, so that's quite secure, and all our 10 pins and ratchets and little tools and stuff that you need on the road is in there, and some bigger tools as well. I've bolted the battery and mounted the battery on the side there, so that's secure, and I've done some waterproofing on that because it is raining every other day. And yeah, there's my little electronic box, and I still need to do the DC to DC charger and the wiring for that. I'll probably do that next weekend. I'm not in a hurry to do that because it's still 6 weeks before we go. Right, so that is it for now. I will be documenting our entire trip. So from Melbourne to Perth, I will be making recordings, and I'll be putting that on the Oorsee channel. So for those of you that's interested, yeah, you can check that out. If you're not that interested and you're only after the political stuff me and Walter sometimes work on, don't leave. There's more of that incoming, especially with our first group of refugees that arrived in America. So Walter is working on securing some interviews with them as well. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully we'll get some of that on there in a couple of weeks. Thank you for watching, and yes, I'll try and get at least 3 videos out of the trip from Melbourne to Perth. So it'll be part 1, part 2, part 3. This is a massive drive. It's a massive drive. Now, like I said before, we flew from South Africa to the UK 10 years ago, and then we moved from the UK to Australia. Those were big moves, but this is somehow bigger than that because we're not just putting luggage in a conveyor belt and jumping on a plane. We're not. We're driving, and we can do the quick route, the 3,400 kilometer route from Melbourne to Perth, which is still very long, but that's boring. We want to go see the sights. We want to swim in the most beautiful beaches in the world. We want to see those places and share that with our kids. And I think, like I said before, this journey is going to be part of the healing process, which they need to go through because they'll be saying goodbye to their best friends, and sometimes it's forever, you know. There's so much distance between us, and people go on with their lives. We've seen it when we moved countries. It's sad, but it does happen. So this trip is important for us and our family to grow and to heal, and yeah, just to get excited together for this new chapter in our lives. Thank you for watching. Let me get this video on there, and I hope you enjoyed it.